What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris here. Back with another video. I had a whole other thing planned on this about Gen X versus Gen Y, because apparently that's a thing. And as a Gen Xer, I don't know why Gen Z wants that smoke with us, but it's a terrible idea. I was gonna do a video about that, but then last night happened. And by last night, I mean A&W Blood and Guts. You thought I was going to talk about Biden's speech. No, I'm not getting into politics right now. It's too early for that shit. And quite frankly, it's just starts a bunch of stuff I don't feel like dealing with because I'm tired of it. Anyway, anyway, the big controversy from the night wound up being the unprotected chair shot to Jack Perry. A lot of wrestlers were talking about it. Corey Graves tweeted his thoughts about it. Not anything malicious, just basically talked about how he had to end his career due to concussions and post-concussion syndrome. And he basically got people attacked him for it, which I'm going to get into in a second. He deleted his tweet. Jimmy Cordero chimed in on his thoughts. Bully Ray asked what anybody thought about it. I said my thoughts there, and I'm going to say it here. It's 2024, okay? It's 2024. With what we know about CTE and head trauma and brain damage and all that type of stuff, there's no fucking reason to be doing unprotected chair shots to the fucking head. It's not something that needs to be a thing. Really, it shouldn't have been a thing back in the day. Like the Raven chair, Tommy Dreamer Raven chair shot was fucking stupid. The Rocket and Mick Foley upside the head 7 times was fucking stupid. Like, all those chair shots were dumb as fuck back then. And then we didn't know shit about, like, the extent we do now. We knew it was bad, but we knew it was as bad as it is now, what it can lead to. Knowing what we know now, there's zero excuse for anyone doing unprotected chair shots in professional wrestling right now. It never should have been a thing, but it damn sure shouldn't now. Okay? And anyone's and miss me with the chair was gimmicked. Okay? How do you gimmick a steel chair? 2, it's still a steel chair to the fucking head, you goddamn morons. It's still metal to the head. You can only gimmick it, quote unquote, so much before, like, it's still gonna fuck you up because it's to the head. It's a blow to the head. And just to offer some perspective, because I've talked about it on my channel before, but I've never really talked about the extent of what happened after it. See this? This is a baseball. It is rubber inside of leather, okay? This is far from steel. Far from a steel chair. One of these to my head nearly fucking killed me, okay? I spent a month in a fucking coma from one of these. Alright? This tiny little baseball, okay, cracked me upside the head, brain hemorrhaging, all kinds of shit, fractured skull, all kinds of stuff. Literally spent the month in a coma, almost fucking died. Woke up from it, doctor looked at me and was like, dude, you shouldn't fucking even be here right now. I've talked about that before. What I haven't talked about, or not to any extent, is the after effects of that. Okay? So one of the things that I deal with every day, and have dealt with since I was 16 years old, because this happened a month before I turned 17. One of the things I deal with as a result of this is I get this kind of echo effect in my head. It starts small and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it affects my ability to even think straight. Okay? It gets to the point where I can't think straight. So I can't talk. Because it's so bad that it's blocking my ability to talk. Like my wife will be talking to me and it'll hit. Or my kid will be stepkids will be talking to me and it'll hit, right? And I can't tell them that it's even happening. I'm just sitting there, just like holding my head. And it isn't until they look at me, because I've told them it happened, so it's like, oh, that thing's happening again. And I just gotta nod my head, yeah. They're like, so you can't talk? And I'm like, yeah. I'm just nodding, yeah. And I gotta wait for it to go away. Sometimes it's a couple minutes. Sometimes it lasts like 15. Sometimes it goes on for like a half hour. And there's nothing I can do. I can't stop it. I can't control it. And there's nothing anybody else can do about it. I've lived with that since I was 16 years old. I'm 45 now. Okay? From one of these to the head. Okay? So, miss me with that gimmick steel chair bullshit. Because it's still metal. And it's still hitting you in the fucking brain. It still jostles your shit. It's still causing head trauma. It's still causing brain damage. Like, if I bump my head on something, like, I'm fucked for a good 5 minutes or so. Because it's probably another small concussion. That's another after effect. I get concussions like a million times easier. Because that one blow made me susceptible to concussions. Super bright lights are the bane of my existence. So going outside when it's not cloudy or bright sunny out, thank God I have transition lenses for my glasses. For my glasses that I have to wear. Because if I didn't, I really would be miserable. It just, this is what I deal with. Again, this is an everyday thing. I don't even like Jack Perry, okay? And I don't think he's even 30 yet. And he's doing that type of shit already? Like, dude, he's gonna end up, if he keeps doing stuff like that, he's gonna end up fucked up. Now that we know better about head trauma and shit like that, don't fucking do that. No, nobody should be greenlighting shit like that in a match. No one should even be offering the idea like, hey, let me smack you to the table with a fucking steel chair. Unprotected. Alright, let's do it. AEW. It's fucking stupid. And if you're okay with it, you're fucking stupid. Again, I don't like Jack Perry. I am not a fucking fan. But I do not want to see that kid fucking shorten his life or fucking shorten his career doing stupid shit. Nobody should want to see somebody do that anywhere. Like, it's not smart anymore. It's dumb. Like, holy shit. Like, do I need to bring up name deleted? Because I'll bring him up. That dude always put his arm up when he took chair shots, but he was doing flying headbutts off the top rope that he shouldn't have been doing. Wound up, going on a fucking rampage, killing his fucking family, and then hanging himself on a Bowflex. Right? Found out he had the brain of fucking mashed potatoes. And is that what you want for Jack Perry? Is that what you want for your fucking guys? Because if you do, have at it, cheer them on. But anybody who's fucking smart or actually cares about professional wrestling shouldn't want guys doing that shit. If you're a fan of somebody, you shouldn't be supporting them doing that. It's fucking stupid. Ask Mick Foley about that shit. Ask any of the older wrestlers who did that shit, like the ECW shit, whether or not it was a good idea to be smacking each other in the head with chairs. Oh, wait. Most of them are fucking dead now. Or they're fucked up. Axel Rotten, dead. Balls Mahoney, dead. New Jack, dead. I can think of some other people that were doing that shit that are no longer here too. Mike Awesome, dead. You know, there's a list of guys who are no longer here that weren't even that old, that were doing that style of wrestling, that are gone now, that were doing those types of chair shots. Some of it was due to stuff they did to deal with the pain from it. I.e. the drugs and all the alcohol and all that shit. But ask Sandman if it was worth it. Ask Tommy Dreamer if it was worth it. Ask Raven if it was smart. Ask Crowbar if it was smart. Now, Crowbar, if you ever ask him about it or Stevie Richards, ask them if it was worth it. Crowbar and Stevie Richards will especially tell you, work smarter, not harder. Don't do that shit. It's stupid. Crowbar's constantly putting videos online, on social media, saying, hey man, when I did that, that was fucking stupid. Now I know better. Brian Clark, my boy Brian Clark, Adam Bomb, he posted a video where someone asked him about working stiff. And he said, I never worked stiff, but I worked snug. I made it look good. I made it look like it hurt, but I was taking care of the guy I was in the ring with. Because that's how you do it. Crowbar will tell, again, Stephen Richards has a whole YouTube channel of dumb shit not to do. So that's a whole fucking list. Like, that chair shot was fucking stupid. If you're defending it, you're fucking stupid. If you think that a gimmick chair doesn't fuck you up in some way, you're fucking stupid. If you think they could gimmick a steel chair to where it doesn't do any damage, you're also fucking stupid because it's still a metal object to the fucking head. Come the fuck on. with that shit. Dumb motherfuckers. Anyway, you know what? I am going to touch on the Gen X versus Gen Z thing, because now I'm fired up. I'm as fired up as I need to be about that in the first place. Gen Z. Gen X here. With the simple message. Shut the fuck up. That's all I gotta say. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you don't know. We're the fuck around and find out generation. We're the toys used to fuck you up generation. We're the metal slides in the playground generation. Okay? We're the original latchkey kids. We were the last generation to really go out and touch grass, as y'all like to put it. And you know what? We bled a lot on that fucking grass, too. Okay? We're the generation that y'all say ain't about anything, but the reality is we move in silence. Do you want to know why? Because no one fucking listened to us. So we didn't have a choice. We couldn't cry about stuff and bitch about it. We didn't have safe spaces or political correctness. We just got shit done. We were the last generation to actually go out and handle shit with our fists. Okay? We're the generation that would go to your house if there was a problem, knock on your door, and settle it in your front lawn. That's the generation we are. We're the generation that if you mess with our kids, we will come to the school and have words with you. And again, safe spaces don't mean shit. Political correctness doesn't mean shit. We saw the Challenger blow up. We saw the Pope get shot. Okay? We saw the first Pope mobile. We were cracking jokes about it because of how corny it was. And we still make fun of it because it's dumb as shit. We're the generation that saw Ronald Reagan actually get shot. Not grazed, but he got shot in the fucking stomach on a street corner. Okay? Millennials told y'all to leave us the fuck alone and let us fucking hibernate. And you would be wise to listen to that shit and take that to heart. Because y'all don't get it. We're the generation, if we wanted something, we had to go out and fucking earn it. Like I saw this video of some Gen Z kid talking about, I work at Walmart and what I make, I can't, make a living. You know what we did when that happened with us? We got a better fucking job. We put our nose to the grindstone and found better. We still do. We're the generation that nobody listened to, but everybody comes to when some shit's popping off. Because we know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? So, as a Gen Xer, like I said, Gen Z, you really need to not start it with us. Because you will lose. And you will lose badly. You don't know Gen X. You think you know because of all the fucking movies you may have seen. Like, oh, y'all jerks that had like Pretty in Pink. Yeah, We also had New Jack City and Carlito's Way, okay? We had the fucking Godfather and Scarface too. All right? So just as a message, like, you don't know what you don't know. But what you should know is not to knock on Gen X's door with that bullshit. We are not the ones. The millennials are trying to warn you. They're trying to tell you, like, hey, don't pick that fight. Because they already tried it. In the early 2000s, and they tried to fuck with us, right? They tried, and they promptly got smacked the fuck down and knew, like, these motherfuckers ain't, we shouldn't have done that, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna give you guys like some cookies and some fucking beer, or some wine, or some fucking For Loco, or whatever the fuck y'all need, some bourbon. Y'all drink that adult shit. So we're gonna give you like a bottle of bourbon and some cookies and some ice cream and let y'all go to fucking sleep. If something pops off, we will get you. And when the time comes, they will come get us, and then we will fucking come out the cave and roar. And everyone will be scared. Because, like, our generation ain't the ones, man. Like, we're just not. So, that's a public service announcement to Gen Z from a Gen Xer. You've probably been getting those a lot. I'm being blunt about it. Like, seriously, keep Gen X's name out your fucking mouth. You're welcome in advance. Anyway, that's all I've got for this video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace.